I mean, so it's kind of like looking forward. I'm taking everything away from it. You know, looking forward, toughest team we're gonna play. You know, I think it's a lot of positive things we look at that. Of course, the speed was real fast, and you know, I missed some throws that I should have had, and I think it's just proved that we're a good team. If we made a couple throws, if our we didn't let couple big runs and throws on defense, we would have
You seem to get better as the game went on. You got off to a little bit of a rough start. Did you make any adjustments as the game went on? Did anything start to play for you? How did you feel?
I guess getting a little looser, and first half maybe play calls were a little conservative. I think we're trying to play in my favor, and I think in the second half we opened up the playbook a little more, threw some more balls downfield, kind of stretch the defense a little more. I think that helped.
Sam, your first game as well. Yeah, you made 6 catches. You seem to have a lot of the Fordham offensive production. How'd you feel out there?
Well, practice has been going well, so I felt confident. I felt confident in my teammates. So it was all just going out there and doing what we've been taught and executing.
Well, I felt like the underdog. I felt we had a lot to prove, so I'm coming with a lot of intensity, pick up my teammates and try to make plays in this game.
Did you have the expectation? I know talking to a lot of your teammates a few days ago, there's a lot of high expectations. The team expected to actually compete in this game where a lot of fans might not have going up against a team like UConn. How do you feel afterward?
Well, I feel like we played hard. We gave it a good go. We came up short, but in the end, we showed character by pushing and fighting to get the goal.
Early on, you guys did a good job on defense, holding pretty strong. UConn wasn't able to really get into much of an offensive rhythm. What happened as the game went on? The offense struggled a little bit. You guys were on the field a lot. Did the defense go down at all?
I just feel like big plays happen, people hold their heads, but I give credit to UConn. They're a good team. They're going to make big plays and just have to keep coming down on that.
Can you describe your interception?
Yes. I had a back route where I was supposed to play on the line, and as soon as I came out, I felt the rebound, hit my hips, and the ball was there.
This is a lot of what we saw in the first half. Do you feel more comfortable throwing downfield and opening up the offense?
Right. Yeah. I think the expectations of me is to be able to throw it downfield, throw it short, and I'm not as fast as Blake, but they expect me to still run the ball, and I think that's what it plays to my advantage, I guess, being able to do all three.
How do you feel going into a game against Columbia? Obviously not the same caliber opponent as UConn. Do you feel like this will help you transition to a slower game for Columbia? Do you think getting this game out of the way early on and holding your own and getting better as the game went on will help you?
Definitely. It's like playing in front of like 40,000 people. That helps a lot too. You're not going to have as many jitters. Of course, it's going to be like maybe we're going to be one more out to get them, I guess, because it's our rivals. And but yeah, I think playing a fast team like that, playing a big physical team like that, it only can help us, and we're only going to get better.
Sam, you had a big part in the offense today. You were on the receiving end of a lot of those short passes. Do you feel any pressure coming in, playing a role similar to that of Jason Caldwell who just left, and picking up a lot of the production that Fordham will miss right now?
Not to be cocky, but no, sir. That's just when they told me I was coming in, I had that mindset from after I signed my scholarship, so I've been preparing for it. So there's no pressure.
Obviously Fordham's been trying to take a step up with the scholarships and everything, and now playing First Division I opponents since 1954.
All right. Well, I guess we take a lot of things away from it. Best team we're going to play all year. It kind of started off playing this huge 1A school when we're all fired up. Coming from camp where we've just been hitting each other, and we finally get to hit a bigger opponent. And so I think we were real excited coming in, and I guess taking away just all like how the big game, how we respond to a big game, how we respond to a tougher opponent maybe. But we fought every play. I think we know we can do it. when it comes time to Patriot League games.
You guys are only the second group of scholarship athletes at Fordham. When you look across the field, you see UConn, a team that was 1AA as little as, 10 years ago. Do you see one day trying to get Fordham to that level? Do you think that is a possibility?
I think it's possible. If not, next year we'll have 3 groups in our class. The 2 classes above us and the kids coming back are all experienced and good players. So I feel like we'll be back there. So
you guys can't win the Patriot League championship, but playing such a big opponent, first of all, do you feel like you're going to be the class of that league?
Yes, I feel like just playing UConn was just a great boost in our confidence. We came out going toe-to-toe for them for a good while, just fighting the whole game, and this is definitely going to give us a nice stretch in the oncoming season, playing against other teams. We're going to build the confidence to keep going at them, and definitely playing at UConn is a big stretch for us, and it's helping us become better teammates.
Hey Peter, a little bit off the beaten track. Have you ever punted before?
Yeah, actually, in high school we did a similar, we rolled out and punted, and that was our regular punt team.
Okay.
So I was a little used to that, and then the coaches gave me a shot at it in practice, and I showed them I could do it in practice. So.
At what point did that come up? Were you planning on that all week, or was it just?
We were thinking, if we wanted to switch the field position and give them an unexpected thing, maybe 3rd and long, or like 4th and 5 or something, where we know there's not going to be a guy back there. We just punt it off and go touch it down, hopefully in the 5.
We're 50 years of a 1A opponent, and I was proud of our players today. They played extremely hard, and they played the whole game, and obviously knew going in it was going to be an uphill battle, but I thought our kids accounted themselves well, and you can learn from this. We can learn. We don't have to throw on the film and just put it away. We can certainly take some things out of this and build on it and make corrections and move on to the next game.
How did the game compare to how you thought it would go? Did your team surpass your expectations? Did it go about the plan? How did you feel?
I really didn't have any expectations. I was hoping we'd be a little closer at halftime, but we knew we couldn't give up big plays. I think they had close to 300 yards in the first half, and 2 of them, 130, came on 2 plays. And that's what you can't do in a game like this for us. But certainly, we would have liked to have been closer at halftime and competed. But I thought our kids competed their tails off today. And, we'll build on it.
Can you talk a little bit about the play of Peter Metzel? He definitely got better as the game went on, and it seemed that way from my perspective. Can you talk about how he progressed as the game went on? I know you were a little bit concerned coming in with his first game against UConn.
Certainly, he's a true freshman. He's 18 years old, and he's playing in a 1A game against a team that played in the Fiesta Bowl last year. And certainly there was some nerves there, but as the game went along, he got better. And I thought he made good decisions with the football. The one pick, probably shouldn't have thrown at it. Should have probably checked down, but he's trying to make a play. But overall, I thought Peter did a good job.
Can you talk about the look you had with the backup quarterback lined up at tailback ran a few?
Well, he's playing running back also. So he's such a good athlete, Griffin Murphy, that we have to find ways of getting him on the field. And certainly, we put him at running back in probably a couple of weeks ago, and he started to adjust there. He's also a backup quarterback for us, but he's too good of an athlete not to play, and we have to find ways of getting him on the field.
Were there any thoughts at half about maybe taking Peter out?
No, not at all. Not at all. None at all.
Can you talk about what you tell the kids that this prepares them for the Patriot League and what they're going to see?
Well, certainly, this is as good a football team we're going to see all year. They were big, they were strong, they were athletic, and what I told our kids is if we compete like this all year, we compete this hard and play this hard all year, I like our football team. And certainly they did compete and they did play hard, and they played hard for 60 minutes. They never stopped competing, and that's a good thing. We have to, the biggest improvement of any football team is from the first to the second game. And the great thing for us is we have 2 weeks to get ready for Columbia. So,
can you talk a little bit about that Columbia team, the Columbia team will be playing?
I don't know anything about them. You know, believe me, I've had my hands full. You know, with all the things that have gone on with the hurricane and all the switches and scare. You know, there's been no thought of Columbia, and thank God everybody here in this state's safe. And Connecticut was very, very helpful in letting us know every step of the way what was happening in their state. So we're relieved that you know, not a lot of lives are lost, and sounds like some property damage, but you know, the property hopefully can be replaced and people will get back to their normal lives. But certainly with all the things that have gone on this past week, we didn't have much time to look at Columbia. We'll certainly start that on Monday.
Well, Nando, can you talk us through a little bit about that process of going through this week? The game's supposed to be Thursday. Did it impact your team at all? Did you feel like it had any effect on the game?
No, not for us. You know, we found out, I forget what it was, Tuesday? I believe it was Tuesday that something was going on. So we went out and practiced. We had a walkthrough practice Tuesday night and then came back and said, okay, it's a Saturday game. Let's go jump right back into an in-season Wednesday, Thursday, Friday practice.
About coming up here, what it meant to the program, what it meant to your players, and also what it meant to you.
Well, I think from our players' standpoint, you know, this is a chance for them to get on a big stage, and certainly it was a big stage. It was a great college atmosphere today, and we'd like to be the home team, but you know, that's the way it is. But I thought our kids handled all the bigness of it extremely well, and they were excited to play, as they should be. Right. And I hope we can continue to keep this excitement going on to each and every week as we get going, because what you saw today is if kids are excited and they play extremely hard, I think we have a chance to be a pretty good team. So for me personally, I've been in this venue. It's always exciting. You'd like a couple more bullets in the gun, but we're starting out with scholarships. So, hey, I thought our kids did great, and they should be excited to play in a venue like this.
I know you're just starting out with scholarships, but you look at that UConn team across the sidelines. They weren't in 1AA too long ago. Is that an end goal for the Fordham program?
Well, that's not for. I'm hoping to get to 60 scholarships soon and compete at the FCS level. Who knows? But that was. Let me put it in this perspective. It was 13 years ago when they went from 1AA to 1A. So
right.
it may not be long to you. It was a lifetime, because I was here. I was coaching here in the last 1AA team.
Oh, okay.
So I know exactly where they've been and what they've gone through. And when they made the jump, you got to give credit to their administration and all the people in the state of Connecticut, because that transition, they had some bumps, but certainly where they are today speaks volume for all the people involved when that decision was made.
What did it mean to you? Mean for you to come back here? What was your role?
Well, in that regard, it didn't mean. What it meant to me is our football program's moving forward, mm-hmm. and we accounted ourselves well for the first time against a 1A school. We know we're going to have more of these games down the road. We know we have one more this year. So for me, it's a sign of where we want to go with our program and where we want to compete, and certainly this was the first step.